Muhn, you see the Kaiju's eyes turn red as several of the veteran mercenaries from Asgore begin to join you in the fight. And it is time for a new round. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I've been beating this thing up, and I don't really see myself stopping or slowing down, and I know these guys are here to help me. So I kind of look around and do like this motion, like, okay, rally as many people as you can. I'm gonna head up towards its face.
Oh! They just kind of roar in agreement.
Okay.
As they see you move.
Okay. I sort of like you see the wings sort of I guess elongate, out of my outfit, and I sort of zoot up to this thing's face, and at least that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm attempting to try and blind it if I can.
Okay. I will say we can have you do this one of two different ways.
Okay.
First, you can attempt to just do a hinder action.
Okay.
Which sounds like what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Or you can potentially try to attack and do damage. What would you like to try?
I think I'd like to try and hinder it. That will be the main goal here, since I know that I have some backup.
Okay. Absolutely. This will be, I imagine, probably might and dex then.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that the difficulty is going to be 12.
12, okay. Ooh, that's a 10 failure.
Yeah. So how do you imagine this doesn't work out for you? What do you think happens?
Well, I'm right next to it, right? So there's like no possible shot that I could miss. And I kind of wind up for a lunge with Broken Revelry here. But this thing, instead of remaining where it is, kind of rears back, and I was just completely unexpected. And it like, and there's just like this hot breath on my face instead of like an eyeball that I was expecting. So I kind of like lunge into its mouth a bit. And I can like see into the back of its throat, and it's just like this sticky maw. There's like a bunch of teeth. It's missing some teeth in the back. You can see there's molars where like there's flesh hanging off, and it's just like this hot, greasy death air. Just
You get launched out of the mouth and sort of like tossed back down towards the ground as it rears back. You can see that this creature begins to, that red glow emanating from its eyes begins to sort of travel over its body as it will go berserk. And you can see that the creature's movements become erratic and sort of frantic. And it will, it's moving like quite a bit quicker, like too big for its size. And it will stomp around and sort of like, it almost looks like it like if you've ever seen like a rodeo, like a bucking bull. Sort of trying to throw the rider up into the air. It's sort of doing that as it... Okay. And it will then begin to do... an earthquake. As you see this, the rocks that seem to form part of its skin begin to like crack and explode. The environment around it also begins to take on that sort of property. With, you can see chunks of the ground sort of begin to explode all around you. And you see that everybody that is here in the immediate area, including the veteran mercenaries, will take earth damage.
Oh no.
And this is gonna be a little nasty, I think. Let's see here. What is this? Okay, let's roll. Okay. Everybody basically on your side. The veteran mercenaries that are still rushing to help you, by the way. It's just these first three that have kind of joined you that were faster than the rest. Are sort of like having trouble standing as this damage gets sent out. And I rolled for the medium damage, which is going to be 25 damage to everybody, including you, Muhn.
Okay.
And they are knocked prone, and so are you. And prone in this case is going to make it so that you're unable to use any reactions until the start of your next turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, would you like to go next, or would you like one of the mercenaries to go next?
Ooh. I don't know, I'm still feeling pretty fired up. So yeah, I'd like to go next.
Okay.
I stand up and wipe the dirt off of me after skidding several feet on the ground after being knocked prone. Spit out some dirt. And I look at this thing in the eyes. Ah! I just let out this massive roar at it, and I let out a powerful blast. As much as I can, just from standing on the ground.
Okay. I assume you were, you've only got one target. Okay. So yeah, you let loose a powerful blast. Again, make sure to spend the mana for that. And this is going to be 100 damage from your powerful blast. As you cast this,
you just see this like, it's like a sphere that turns into like a crackling electrical, like fireworks hit this thing right in the jaw.
It's a massive hit to this creature that just kind of recoils in pain. It staggers backwards from the attack. And yeah, you can feel that like slight burst of a small headache for a second as you use up those mind points.
Like a brain freeze.
Okay. The Kaiju's turn. The Kaiju, this goat boar creature, still looks very pissed off and will now do a trample attack, which gets a fucking bonus because it is in Berserk. Does not, first of all, it does not have to channel to activate this or charge. It gets to do this immediately. And it will do some damage potentially. Let's see here. Okay. The three veteran mercenaries and you need to make a check here.
Okay.
If you see the first button there, that 10 with a bunch of symbols and stuff right next to it in the chat.
Yes.
Yep. You should be able to hit that button. Okay, you
13
pass.
success.
The other targets are going to have to try to not get trampled. Let's see here. Fail.
Oh, no.
Success. And a fail. Okay.
Is there any way I can react here, or do I not have any way to save these dudes?
Yeah, so you do potentially have a chance to react.
Okay. At least for
you
one.
can try and you see the second button there, the opposed check. You'll be making an opposed check against the creature.
Okay.
Go ahead and you make your roll first.
Okay. Do I just hit that?
Yep. You should be able to just push that.
Okay. I see one of the dudes underneath the left foot just it's like coming down on him. I'm like, oh geez, and I like try and swoop in. That's a 16.
Oh, this is probably gonna work. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. So, if they succeed, the action is disrupted. Yeah, absolutely. How do you stop this thing with brute force?
I noticed that it has a loose toenail and it looks kind of red and inflamed. And as it's coming down on this guy, I immediately like just run into this toenail with all of my force, hoping that it actually causes more pain than is necessary. And it seems to kind of recoil, and the dude is just like standing there.
Yeah, you can see the veteran was like looking up, like totally like had shield ready, like was about to attack with a sword, and Muhn just like shoulder charges the fucking hoof of this giant like goat boar, and the boar just kind of stumbles a bit. And the whole ground is shaking all about, like everybody's kind of getting tossed around as this creature rushes forward, and it just kind of slides on the ground, missing the three veterans, and they cheer, "Oh! Savior! Savior!"
I sort of give him a salute and then get back into serious mode.
Okay. You can potentially go, or they can take a turn. Which would you like?
Yep, I'm going again. I'm not holding any punches. I realize that even just trying to lunge at this thing with my sword is not nearly as powerful as giving myself a headache for a few short seconds. So I'm going to unleash another powerful blast this time. This time, I'm going to really try and knock it off balance by going for a tusk or one of its horns.
Okay.
Yeah. And I... You can see this energy kind of forming and crackling, and now it's like not just in front of me, it's kind of like my whole body is just like these waves and things, and I unleash a powerful blast on this thing, which hopefully has some kind of effect. I'm hoping that I hit it.
Absolutely. This is an auto success for you when you do your powerful blasts. It really only costs you mana, so make sure you're spending mana here. I don't think you did. I don't know if you did for the first one either.
I did. It was 20, right? 20 mana?
Yeah, it should be 20.
Yes, okay. Yes, I did.
Okay. Yeah, so this is another 100 damage. I mean, this massive blast of pure energy erupts from Muhn and sort of concentrated through her sword, and you see like just a giant tusk get sliced, like.
Oh no! Everyone, look out!
Whoa! Out of the way! It's coming down! And you see the veterans sort of like spread out as this like splash of snow and rock gets tossed into the air. Okay. It is still up, but it's looking pretty hurt at this point, and it sort of stumbles back up to its feet, and you can see that like the eyes glow a little bit more intensely red as this creature will let out an aura of despair for free. And that means that all living creatures in the scene are shaken. That includes you and the 3 veteran mercenaries.
Okay. Shaken. Okay. no, I am shaken.
Shaken was removed from Muhn, it says.
I know. I think I was shaken already.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm just putting it back on.
Yeah.
So when I'm shaken, does this happen? Is this kind of like an earthquake effect?
So this is reducing your willpower. It's just kind of like the creature is so like massive, and you've done so much damage, Muhn. Like this is some of the most damage that you've done to any one creature, and it's still up and still moving. Like even for you, this is like, hey, this creature could still do a lot of damage here. And it's probably, I think it's more just like a will thing. Like, you know, it's shaking your will a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so that it gets to do for free. Then it will... I think it's going to attempt to trample again. Since it doesn't have to channel this, or charge it up, rather. It sort of stumbles up, and it lets loose a roar as it will attempt to trample once again through the lot of you.
Oh, no.
Okay, and let's see here. We're going to need checks from everybody again.
Okay.
Success.
Ooh.
Success. They all made it. What about you?
Yes, come on. I think I did. I'm in there. Didn't I? Did I make a success?
Oh, yes,
not?
you did. I have to make one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
One fail. Okay.
No. How do I
yeah,
help?
so...
How do I help?
Well, you can try and make an opposed check again and see if you can stop it.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
Click that second button.
13. Oh, no.
You
That's
are
not good.
stunned, Muhn, which basically means you lose your next turn.
Balls. I would have tried to, like, you know, get in there, whoever's trying to get, whoever's getting trampled, and maybe end up just getting completely kabooshed myself.
You just get I think you just get knocked out of the way, and you hit like some of the debris, and your wind gets knocked out of you for a second. The last in the line here of veteran mercenaries is not able to get out of the way, and they will take 50 damage.
Oh no.
You can see the goat boar creature just kind of rushes forward, like lowers its head, and the veteran's able to get their shield up in time, but the tusk like rings this guy's bell. He's launched probably like all the way to the wall, and just you see like the anime cough of blood shoot out as he backs up, and is hurt too bad there.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
That guy is now in crisis, and we are back to your turns, your side's turn. You can use your turn right now and recover from the stun, but then it's going to go right back to the Kaiju's turn. Oh, I think we lost Elspeth. Uh-oh.
The savior is gone.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to take this opportunity then to have one of the veteran mercenaries go. We're going to say the one that was just hurt is going to get up and basically, in shaking it off, they're going to try and rush towards the creature, and you see them point a massive war axe towards this creature. It's like comically oversized. It's like Monster Hunter sized. And they yell, they point towards it, and they say, It's almost down. The savior has done damage. You see like blood like coloring their beard, and it's almost dead. We just need to strike the final blow, and they will mark the creature.
Ooh. Okay.
For an attack. That's going to be it for their turn, though. Okay, and back to the Kaiju's turn. Okay, I think it will. We're gonna have it. I think it's still just berserking. I think it's gonna just try and trample again.
Okay.
Okay, another trample. It's just kind of running back and forth. And let's see. We got to get some saves from everybody.
Okay.
I'm going to say because you are stunned, Muhn, if you fail this, you're not going to be able to stop it.
Okay. All right. That's a failure.
Everybody failed this one. Uh-oh.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Let's hope I don't get a 5 or a 6 on this die. That's a 4. So, 50 damage for everybody.
Ouch. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of our friends lost.
Yep.
No.
No. Severely wounded. Almost dead.
Almost dead?
Yep.
He's not dead?
Not dead. But the
Oh
other
my God,
two
he's
are
not
also
dead. What a
now
dream.
in crisis. Just kind of coughing up blood. Looking
buddy.
horrific. But
buddy.
the veteran mercenaries are hardy folk. The last one in line, like as the goat boar kaiju rushes back, the other one's just kind of like you see it's been marked. He's kind of trying to throw himself into the fray this time, seeing the effect that you have had, and rushes up towards the creature, rears back with the axe, tries to do that shit where you like take out the legs from the animal, you know, and
Yes.
have it like topple over, like because
Yeah.
they saw you do like a shoulder charge on this creature and
Oh,
stop it, and they were like inspired by you. They go with the axe. The axe is fucking like flung backwards, and they get like spun and like smashed hard. You could probably like hear bones break. There's probably a horrific visual as well to go along with it, as you hear the crunch from these mercenaries taking horrific damage, and you also take 50 if you haven't.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You can have one of the veteran mercenaries go, or it's your turn.
Oh, I'll absolutely. I think I will let loose another powerful blast here from wherever I'm standing, which I think at this juncture, this thing it's all over the place, and I'm not at the front anymore. I'm kind of like at the back. But I'm gonna attempt to throw one final blast of energy at this thing's rear leg.
Okay.
Maybe try and I don't even know what to dislocate, dismember it, something like that. So I'm charging it up. And you just see this like reddish, like purpley beam of a blast aimed right at this thing's leg, back leg.
Okay. As you let loose this blast, Sorry, I need to find something here. Where did it go? Where did
Also,
it
there's
go?
like a really cool like lighting effect while you're figuring stuff out. It's like it looks really anime and neat.
Yeah. Okay. Do me a favor, Muhn. Roll me
roll you.
Roll me a d6, please.
Okay. D6. That's a 5.
Okay.
Random numbers.
Yeah, Muhn, you let loose this mighty blast, and you hit the kaiju like square, no problem. The kaiju stumbles and begins to fall. And you see blood kind of like pouring out of its wounds and stuff as it sort of stumbles. And there's this like thick red crystallization that happens at the wounds. You've seen this before. And as the creature lets out a horrific, guttural death throw of a moan and falls to the ground, swear you can hear something. As it falls, there's just the barest whisper of a sound. Sounds like a voice. Finally, I can leave this place. Muhn, you haven't felt this for a while, but there's this intense feeling of judgment upon you. You feel like someone is watching you, or something is watching you.
Hello? Who's out there?
Who do you think is out there?
I'm looking around at my surroundings, and even though what I'm seeing in front of me is this kaiju that is kind of falling in slow motion, but I'm not hearing anything except for this voice. So that's what's really throwing me off. I don't know. Are you the same person that was telling me to just make mushrooms in a cave? You're still bothering me.
I am no person.
Then what are you? It's like you can see the slow motion snowflakes. This kaiju's still falling. Like it's just slow, like everything just slowed down.
I don't have an easy way to answer that.
You have to. You're just here. Again. And again. And I have no way. I have no way of telling you where I'm supposed to go or who I'm supposed to be, but you just know? You're just suddenly here?
I'm always here. You get this
Why?
weird, cold feeling that pierces through the intense cold of this region feels cloying, like it's sticking to you. And just instinctually sort of look down. You see your shadow below you. I'm always here. I am needed.
Am I talking to my shadow right now?
In a way.
Can I roll insight to see if I recognize this voice?
Absolutely. Open check.
Nine.
Sounds familiar, but you don't recognize it.
Listen, if you're always here, why did you choose to start speaking at this moment? What? Where were you? At the beginning of the fight, I could have used some encouragement. If you're always here. You just gonna watch while I'm in pain, while other people are dying? That's real nice of you. You know, I don't really need you to show up. When I'm trying to save people, or when I'm trying to help people, or when I'm trying to figure out who I am. You know, I can't place you, but you can place me. That's not fair. Why do you only show up when I'm after a crisis?
As I said, I'm always here.
Well, doesn't seem to mean much, does it? Thanks a lot for your friendship, whoever you are. Sure seems like I'm having to go through everything by myself. Still. And then I look away from whatever.
Everything's still kind of moving in slow motion. You've only recently been able to understand me.
I get a headache. I don't understand anything.
You will.
Except... I will. I will. Do you know where my friends are?
I know where all of your friends are.
Tell me.
Which ones?
You have to tell me. Tell me where Iris and Enders and Bo and Rue, where are they?
They're currently in Elendrath.
Elendrath? Elendrath? With the elves? Oh my god. That means that's where Iris is. That means that they're... Why are they in Elendrath? Can you take me to Elendrath? Can I go to Elendrath right now?
I can't take you anywhere.
You can?
I can't.
And I'm watching the kaiju still fall. Can you take me to Elendrath right now?
I cannot take you anywhere.
How is that fair? You can watch me, but you can't...
It's not fair. At least by your reckoning.
Look, if you watched me, you know that I hurt them. You know that I hurt them, and that I'm not a savior. But that I need to make this right. You know that I've stared into the storm. I've wanted to go through. How is it that I can take down a giant monster, but I can't help my friends?
Because you weren't ready yet.
How do I know when I'm going to be ready?
I will
What
know.
does that mean? I have these Ultima points that mean nothing. I get headaches when I'm alone, but I can't be friends.
They mean something. You mean something. You're beginning to understand.
No, please don't leave me. Please don't do this, because then you're gonna go and I'm not gonna have any guidance. I'm not gonna know what I'm supposed to do.
Your mind can only take so much.
Oh.
At the moment.
Leave me alone. At least just for now. Please.
Things begin
Stop
to
messing with my head.
move quicker around you. See the goat boar hit the ground and just sort of do what dead things do. Its head lolls. Its pupils dilate. Vacant stare as its various wounds bleed. The veteran mercenaries, even the ones that have only just now joined the fight with the other three that were already fighting, rush up. Ah! They throw their hands up.
The Savior! What kind of magic was that? I've never seen anything like it. All of the tales are true. You are so powerful.
Listen, I just wanted... And I looked down at my hands. I just want to help. I'm glad you guys are okay.
They continue to cheer as the kaiju falls. You can hear the various alarms in the city behind you start to sort of die down a bit. And you can see the glow from the wall and some of the towers dull a little bit, changing colors, seemingly indicative of less power being taken.
Good.
And as the wounds continue to bleed from this creature, you notice something else. One of the wounds that you've given it, somewhere in its torso. First, you imagine what you see to be a heart, but it is in fact red crystal that you know very well.
What? And I'm drawn to it. I just start moving towards it through all the celebration. The smile kind of fades from my face. And I just inexplicably start moving forward. And then, out of nowhere, I stop. And I blink. And a smile comes back to my face. And I look around at all of the celebration and all of these people who were going to get really hurt. And I just pump my fist into the air and I start celebrating with them. Yeah! We did it!
They all kind of throw their fists in the air. And there's cheering for several minutes. You can see that there's what effectively is some kind of team that begins to pour out from Echo Shade as well. It looks like they are essentially some, they what appears to be like this team that happens to deal with the aftermath of a kaiju battle. They have uniforms on that look not quite like hazmat suits, but kind of like I imagine something in between that and like a almost like a jumpsuit kind of thing. It's like a full body kind of thing, almost like a snowsuit, like a kind of dark like gray sort of color, stands out sharply from the snow. And they have various like hovering vehicles that begin to emerge from Echo Shade as they begin to sort of cordon off the immediate area. And they begin to, I guess, check on the wounded. You can see them beginning to tend towards some of the wounds of the veteran mercenaries.
You see me rush over to them. Look, him over here. He's in bad shape. The guy who's got like 5 HP left.
Yeah. They're kind of patching him up. He's so fucked up. He's got like, I won't go into visceral descriptions, but lots of broken bones, lots of blood, and like, the team is trying to sort of keep him alive. This guy looks like a badass, like all these veteran mercenaries. This is what they do. Like this is what they train for in Asgore and come to this place for. And even then, they're still like pretty messed up. The mercenaries are sort of speaking up here and there.
That was amazing. We didn't lose anyone. I've never seen a kaiju battle that went this well. Truly, you are incredible.
I'm just glad I had your help. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. And I'm actually curious, do they normally, I'm looking at the monster. This has got to be a lot of meat, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like, I look at these guys and I'm like, hey, what do you say? And I look around at everybody else. We chop this thing up and make some dinner. Let's have a feast.
Ah!
Feast, 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 feast.
The personnel are like, we'll get to it. We just need to make sure that the area is safe. Then the creature will be ready for harvest.
Good. Listen, whatever I can do to help, let me know. And I just kind of look around, start seeing if there's anything I can clean up, put back into place. Like I notice there's gates off their hinges, things are smoking, so I'm just gonna start putting things back where I can.
Sure. You chip in maybe to help for a little bit for a while, and you can tell this takes a while. This is a lot of a giant creature.
Yeah.
They basically need to chop it up for parts and things, and that they do that here. Like, some of the shops that you've seen, they sell kaiju meat, like in the, in some of these restaurants and stuff like that. Like they prepare it in different ways. And they use the parts and whatnot. And you can see like the personnel are going into that wound where the Emberstone was, where its heart is. And they're attaching basically various like winches and things to it.
I look at what they're doing, and you can see my eyes kind of fixate, and there's a close-up shot of one of my pupils, and it starts to dilate just a little bit. And I blink out of it, and I turn around, and I leave. I go back into the city.
You turn away. You head back into the city. We switch scenes. heading to a shop in Elendrath. Very different scene. We see how essentially from our point of view, the camera does a really fast pan through all the different scenery, passing through the mountains and making its way across the ocean, past the rift towards Elendrath, where we see our group inside of a shop as emerging from one of the changing areas, Arislith comes forth.
Is it really necessary for these sleeves to be so long? Look at this, there's so much room.
It's perfect!
I mean, it's a long sleeve, isn't it?
But the sleeve cuts off at the elbow, and then the rest of it is simply just this sheer fabric.
I don't know, elf fashion.
Oh, trust me, it's so much better than what you had going on. This is more regal. This says you're meeting someone important. You're not, getting horribly stained on all of the lower parts of the dress as if you had been walking through the wilderness for weeks without properly cleaning your dress.
Yeah. Do a twirl.
A twirl. Oh, this headpiece has so many pieces to it. Are you certain this is necessary?
Necessary? Necessary? Yes, it's necessary. Let me tell you, what you had going on before, you had a few accessories, but this, they scream, look at me, I'm important.
Okay. Well, that's all good and well, but aside from the fabric and the headpiece, how do you feel?
And I kind of take a look at myself, not in a mirror, but just looking down. Well, it certainly feels different.
Is there a return policy?
Are you asking me if there's a return policy?
I can't read.
Yes, and they point to like a sign on the wall, and it says, no refunds, no exceptions.
You wear it, you buy it?
Correct.
Oh.
All right.
Now,
Well,
if you
in that
like,
case-
I can properly size this for you just so that we can, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be.
Yes, please.
With those
Okay,
dangly
great.
veils, it's like your arms are gonna get married.
What?
Well, I imagine that I'm holding your staff and maybe some of your stuff as you've been changing, and I offer out your staff to you. Maybe try moving around a little bit.
Okay. I'll take
She's
the
like
staff.
Elegant flying squirrel with a staff.
I'll just raise it, and the sleeves are flowing beautifully. Like it's not at all an ugly dress. It's a really pretty dress. It's just I'm not used to this whatsoever. Like this is completely different fabric. My other dress was so breathable and so fun and so just not really elven attire in general. So this is very strange for me, but it's very pretty. Well, I guess the openings make it more maneuverable. So that's good.
Before I size this, I just need to make sure that you're capable of paying for this.
Right. How much?
This will run 200 zenit.
No
I look to the
problem.
others.
I stride forward and I pull out my coin pouch and I put it on the desk. There you go.
Excellent.
Oh, are you certain?
Yeah. And you can
blind the
see
entire
that I
thing?
have a smile on my face, and my tail is moving, wisping back and forth behind me. Yeah.
Uh-oh. I have a sneaking suspicion this purchase isn't over.
I paid 200 zenit.
Okay. Excellent. Well, let's get this size. And he puts a boot like on your lower back and like grabs the strings of the corset. And, I mean, there's like a boing kind of sound, like his things.
Tits hit my face.
I thought I was Smith of Never mind.
Yeah. And just kind of like everything's like magically just kind of like in the right spot, and like it looks like it looks even better.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to practice breathing in this.
Breathing is overrated when you look this good.
Right?
You've got air magic, right? No?
No.
Oh, okay.
I take a step to the side and I gesture over to Iris. Enders, what do you think? Fit for meeting a queen?
Appropriate. Yes.
Right.
Good.
I'll take that.
Good. All right. Ugh. Is there anything else we have to do? I think I'm quite done with dress up.
Yes. Mannerisms. Stand up straight.
It's hard for Arislith not to stand up straight at this point because of the way that the dress is made. It's like if you had any sort of shrimp-like posture, it's been corrected.
Like
I
a
am the
second skin, it's
shrimpiest.
like a second spine.
Yep.
Can you
All
walk?
your ribs are just stacked on top of each other.
Just, I walk. Please tell me they didn't give me different shoes.
The
She
dress
got
is long.
3-foot
I don't think
clogs.
You need to.
Okay.
I imagine that they did probably give you like new shoes.
Oh, please tell me they're not heels.
Should we roll
8-inch
for it?
heel clogs.
Flats, please. Flats.
Should we roll for it?
Roll for flats.
Let's do just roll a d6, and odd is flats, even is heels.
Every number is just another inch.
Okay. Flats. They're very cute flats, though.
Yes, I did my best to try and match, well, what you were trying to go for before, just better.
Well, thank you very much. I must admit, it is quite overwhelming, but you've done a lovely job. Thank you.
What is it all made of?
Oh, a wonderful question. Are you in... They kind of glance over. Is it the slime that was talking just now?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I was going to suggest, are you into textiles, or what is
Well,
your
sometimes
deal?
textiles are in me.
I kind
I
of
would
know how
like-
you feel.
I would like to make a mental note of where the gold coin pouch goes.
Okay. Yeah, there was like some ninja artistry that happened there. Like this guy grabbed the coin pouch and sort of like spun it around, like tested the weight, and like immediately knew how much was in there, and just kind of like yeah, there was probably like a little lockbox, spun around, like unlocked it, whoop, locked it right up.
Okay.
And then yeah, he will yeah, probably say, well, this is made up of several fabrics.
Mhm.
First and foremost, the main fabric that was used happens to be one that is spun locally here. We have several wonderful clothiers that work with the various the various materials that we have growing here in Elendrath. It is plentiful, and it is a wonderful place to work for someone that likes to work with textiles. We essentially use different kinds of, believe it or not, there is some bark that is involved in the process. Bark,
I feel it.
Yes, as well as several different kinds of fiber. which are obtained from various flowers and reeds that grow throughout the
Question.
area. Yes?
Is this all very flammable?
Very flammable? No. Slightly flammable? Yes.
Like, more flammable than usual?
I don't know what usual means. It's not in my vocabulary.
Okay.
So it's extra flammable.
Just wondering.
Why? I hope you're not thinking of setting this on fire.
I just paid for it. Of course not.
Hmm.
And I just wander away.
You're not planning on catching fire, are you, Iris?
I hope not. Well, if that's all, perhaps we should get going then, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, now I guess you're dressed elfy. You've got an elfy look to you.
But why am I the
Well-
only one who has to change? Can I just ask that?
I don't know. You're representing the elves to the elf mother or something. I mean, you don't have slime clothes, do you? I look up.
No. That would be quite
No.
revealing.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the clothes guy. Does he have
Oh.
slime clothes?
Like you look at it, you look at the tailor here, and they're just like, it's not really a big requirement for the area. Unfortunately, no. If you would like, I could make a custom piece for you. I'm sure after some time I'll figure out what works for you.
I prefer being in the buff, baby, but sure. If
Well, I guess most of my clients have some self-respect. So what I would like to suggest is maybe if you don't want to do any sort of dress or suit or anything that would help, what you could get is a hat.
oh, a hat. I look around. What kind of hat?
There's the like quintessential like Robin Hood style, you know, those kinds of, I don't know what to call them, but they're
Tricorn.
Sorry?
Tricorn?
No, not a
That's like
tricorner.
a
Fedora!
No, it's
Fedora.
they're I don't know how to describe
I
this
feel like
shape without it.
It's like the ones with the feathers.
It's called a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bicocket.
Yeah, it is actually called a bicocket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a new thing that I learned today.
Two of them.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. And there's a few different kinds of caps and things about.
How much for that bicocket over there?
Well, that would run 30 zenit.
Oh, how much for the thimble over there?
That's not for sale. That's my thimble that I use for sewing.
Oh yeah. How
I think
much?
We'll be fine, honestly.
Again, it's not for sale. I use that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think we're good for now. But thank you.
Excellent. Well, thank you for shopping, and have a wonderful meeting with the Queen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye,
Have a lovely
Cocket.
day.
Thank you, bye.
Scuttle out.
Okay.
Whack.
Yes.
Oh no.
When no one's looking, can I try to steal a dress and then also this thimble?
You sure can. You can always try. You can always try.
Great.
Would you like to, let's see, do you have an ability that you would like to use, or are you just trying to do it
Yes.
the old-fashioned way?
I would like to cast acceleration on myself
Oh.
and then take things.
Bending the fabric of time in a clothes shop. That's got layers to it.
Okay. So acceleration, typically what that does is you get to do 2 additional actions once per turn. So I'm going to say I'm going to lower the difficulty of this check for you. I'm going to make this difficulty 12 instead of 14. But this is going to be Dex. And also, are you just grabbing the whole box, or are you trying to unlock it?
Oh.
They took your coin
I said
pouch.
a dress.
Yeah. Oh, you're taking the dress. You're not taking your coin purse back.
No,
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna leave the lockbox behind, but I am trying to steal a dress, and I'm trying to steal the thimble specifically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So difficulty 14. You don't have to make any additional checks to do this. But yeah. Difficulty 14.
You mean 12 because I use the acceleration?
Oh, I'm sorry. 12. 12. Yes.
You got this.
22.
Oh, you didn't even need to do it. Jesus Christ. Fucking 22. Yeah, you swipe a dress. And you swipe the thimble. Absolutely.
Yeah, as the tailor is distracted, I wander back towards the back of the store. Literally just grab something off the rack, throw it into my inventory, and as we're shuffling out, I rush past and I pocket the thimble, and I'm outside before the rest of them join me. You like the dress? Fits you.
Yes, I believe
really
it's growing on me. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
Are we ready then? I mean, we have to go see about whether or not we were actually granted an audience. I mean, I don't even know what the whole situation is because Tolbrook had mentioned that, oh, you could see her in the morning. But also, I believe Silvara was, saying that she would reach out too. So I guess we have to see what happens when we get there, right?
I guess.
Well,
Are we all ready?
let's go.
All right, let's go. I jump onto the back of Iris. Boom.
And where
Wait.
are you going?
Well, I guess we're going to have to figure out where, the Queen takes audiences in the first place, if there's any sort of hall. And first we would probably have to go through the administration area for that.
Okay. Are you headed back to where you were previously escorted to Captain Talbrook?
I suppose so. I mean, that would probably be our best lead.
Okie doke.
As we're walking, and especially like a street or two after we've left the tailor, I walk up towards Iris's back. I go, psst. Oh. Hey, Bo.
Hi.
I produce the thimble and I hold it close enough that you can sense it.
No way.
That's for
Got
you,
your
buddy.
nails done. Oh, thank you.
I probably have like the dirtiest nails just from being. No, we showered. My nails are beautiful.
Oh, okay.
That's right, we showered. I pass over the thimble. I heard that you wanted it, so.
Oh, for me? Thank you. Oh, when's your birthday?
Don't worry about it.
When's a day that's important to you?
Every day.
All right, got it. Noted. All right. Huh. Okay. Yes. I can do
I
that.
just walk away from you.
All right.
How much longer do you think we need to?
Positive.
Oh,
I could do that.
I think it's right over there.
You begin to see the various guards taking stock of what's going on here. You can see there's 2 guards stationed at the bottom stairs leading up to where the meeting place was with Captain Tallbrook. As you approach, they look at you and say, "State your business, please."
I look to the others. We're here to speak to Guard Captain Tolbrook.
Do you have an appointment?
No. But they had mentioned that we would be able to possibly see the Queen this morning.
Raise an eyebrow, look at each other. Hold on. And one of them disappears up the stairs. Maybe like 2 minutes later, they're making their way back down the stairs. The captain
When
has
they come
agreed to
back-
see you.
I've adjusted the way I stand so the cloak bearing the Dragon Empress's emblem is visible.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely taking notice of that. Like, the guards are, eyeing all of you. The one that returns, you don't recognize. These are new guards. You haven't seen them before. The one descending the stairs approaches and says, "Guard Captain Tallbrook will see you now."
Wonderful, thank you.
And I'll gather my skirts, and I'm purposely trying to slow my gait down because I'm always an anxious little mess and always kind of scurrying everywhere. So I'm trying really, really hard to overall practice the whole calm and regal kind of vibe at the moment.
Yeah, probably every time you try to slouch as well, there's like a slight crack in your back. It's like, just a reminder, like, nope, you can't do that. And you are essentially led up the stairs towards Guard Captain Tallbrook. You can see that the space is kind of very similar to what you saw the previous night. However, this time there appears to be more people around. There are several elves that you don't recognize that are wearing what looks to be more noble clothing. There are 3 other people here besides Guard Captain Tallbrook. And as you make your way there, the guard captain says, "Here they are. These are the individuals that I told you about that approached last night. They were interested in speaking with the Queen. I thought it best to allow you all to speak with them as well." And Guard Captain Tallbrook motions towards you all. "Please join us."
I'll step forward, and when I get closer to everyone, I'll look at them each in the eyes, and I'll do a small curtsy. Hello, my name is Iritsilith.
They all kind of bob their head in acknowledgement.
And I'll look back to the others and nod.
I nod. Or Bob.
I don't, because I'm eyeing to see if the Queen is here or not.
The Queen is definitely not here.
Oh, then my eyes narrow.
I'm Rue.
They look around at each other a bit like expectantly. Few eyebrows raised.
And this
the rest.
is Bo.
Hi. You can see I'm wearing a thimble, like the pseudopod on the top of me. That kind of looks like a little squiggle of hair, is through it. So it's kind of like just, and then like it's of course tied with a bow, like the red bow from earlier as well.
And Enders.
Thank you. You all know me. I am Guard Captain Tallbrook. And he motions
How tall
towards...
is he?
Pretty tall. Probably like 6'3", something like that, which is pretty tall for an elf.
Okay.
Motions towards his left, and you see a woman dressed in flowing robes of green and gold. Stunningly beautiful eyes. Sort of a grayish blue color. And hair is probably also kind of like a golden sort of color as well. And he motions towards her and says, Lady Muriel Ashara, the keeper of the Golden Gardens. Motioning towards her left as she sort of inclines her head a bit. You can see a younger man, dark skin, has dark hair, sort of bold colors. Looks like he's wearing a cape made out of some sort of like tailored leaves. It doesn't look flimsy. It looks kind of like it's just, at first you might think that it just kind of looks like like it is made of leaves, but it seems to be like embroidered leaves that at first glance look just like leaves, like it's so well detailed and crafted. And Captain Tallbrook inclines his hand towards this person and says, This is Prince Calith, the Queen's younger brother. And he sort of smiles and is looking like really sternly at all of you. And
After each of the introductions, I would have nodded and given a small curtsy to each of them, looking at them in the eyes as a heads up.
This is, and he motions towards his right, Sarissa Windfall, High Priestess of the Fountain Sanctum, our temple here. And lastly, Elandrin Mossvale, our spirit guardian.
A spirit guardian.
That is correct. And you hear this like sort of imposing voice come from this man who is sort of a bit disheveled. You can see there might be some like moss growing in his hair. And there's a slight glow emanating from his eyes.
What kind of spirits does he guard?
Have to find out. And Captain Tallbrook says, Please, everyone have a seat. And you can see that there are chairs that are set around this table today. There's still a bit of chaos in here, lots of documents and things sort of scattered about here and there. But he motions towards the seats, and the rest of them begin to sit down.
And there are enough seats for the rest of us as well?
There are seats for everyone, yeah.
Are there any missing chairs? Missing seats under the table, specifically?
Yeah, there is. There's one that looks significantly more well-ornamented. That is vacant.
I'll send a sharp glance over to Irislith and then over to the chair and then back at her.
Do I just simply get the vibe that you're saying that looks like that would be the queen's chair, or do I get the vibe that you're saying I should sit there? Because I don't know if I want to sit in the queen's
it's
chair.
not to sit there.
Okay, just making sure. Because same wavelength, but just making sure.
It's obvious that that's the queen's chair. I'm more so sending sharp glances that the queen is not here, and whatever we say is intended for the queen. Whether you get that or not is up to you.
I'll simply just kind of do a knowing blink and sort of nod before taking a seat and looking to the guard captain and the rest of the individuals that we're speaking with.
Now, if you could please inform this council as to why you need to speak with the Queen. I must emphasize the fact that there are currently severe matters that must be addressed. There are other members of the ruling council that assist the Queen with her daily duties, but they are unavailable at the moment. The Queen is currently occupied, so if there is an emergency, we will deem these proceedings necessary for the Queen's attendance. But for right now, you have us to speak with. So please say your piece.
Well, to start, I mean, we are in a crisis. This is something that all of us are acutely aware of. I say looking at each one of them. I mean, the rift has expanded. Everyone in the city is talking about it. The people are unsure. And you have 4 heroes here, capable of trying to help.
The prince speaks up and says, 4 heroes, you say? I think all of us can sense something is different with you. I have met my share of heroes. A few, at the least. So have the rest of us. You definitely feel like a hero. Where have you been?
It is hard to explain, but for whatever reason, I myself was on the front lines prior to the war. And then 10 years later, I awoke in Crystal, and that is all. I wish I had a better explanation for you. And I wish I could have been here, as I'm sure the rest of us do.
Talbrook leans towards the prince, and there's like not even an audible whisper, but you can tell that they say something to each other. Yes, about that. You say you are from this world. From our understanding, heroes are summoned from other worlds. How do you explain this?
She's special.
I wish that I had a more reasonable explanation. But my memory is fragmented. There are 2 versions of myself that I am wrestling with at the moment. But what I do know is that I am here now. And my absence makes it so that it is indeed my duty to help in any way that I can.
How do you plan to help? Why are you here in Elendrath? What do you offer the Queen? How do you plan on helping us?
Well, it is no secret that the people of this place are unsure what the Queen's next steps shall be. They don't know if she's capable of solving this problem. As heroes, we are blessed with the ability to progress in our capabilities quicker than others, to get stronger than many of the people here, as I'm sure you're aware of. Our powers have progressed incredibly since the time that we awoke. And if I may be so blunt, I do not believe that the people of Regalia, without the help of heroes, will be able to handle the Stormveil Rift, or will be able to handle what is going on with the Savior at present. I mean no insult to any of your martial or magical prowess or anything of that nature, but you need help, and you need powerful help.
You speak in vagaries. What does this help include?
Well,
how will you stop the rift? Do you have some sort of special ability that we know of that is able to shrink it? We've already participated in this global initiative in regards to these Emberstone Towers. Syntharis, of all places, claimed to be able to solve all of our problems along with some of the other geniuses in Atessa and Brabacina. But it appears that these towers are already failing. And from what I have heard from our spirit callers, and looks towards the disheveled sort of looking man that was noted to be the spirit guardian. The spirit guardian sort of nods in agreement. What do you plan on doing about all of this? It's wonderful to have and claim to be this all-powerful hero. But what can you do?
pertaining directly to the rift or pertaining to our abilities?
Both, I suppose.
Well, my capable comrades here could inform you of their abilities, to be sure. If you're asking me directly, if you were to speak to the professor at the Maleficarnum,
there's several glances shared amongst all of them.
You would be able to find out that I look towards Enders and myself, graduated it within record time. Simply a few weeks.
A few weeks?
Indeed.
There's some, more muttering back and forth.
What do you know of the Professor Drosk at the Maleficarnum?
You can see that the woman that was marked as the High Priestess of the Fountain Sanctum, Ceressa Windfall, now speaks. Professor Drosk is a capable spiritist. One of the greatest spiritists in Regalia. What about them?
I am sure you're aware of their unique power.
What power do you speak of?
I look towards my friends. Each one of them was slain at the hands of the Savior.
There's like
I'm a spiritist.
there's loud talking. The savior. So it wasn't a lie. She really took out one of the towers. We're doomed. No one can do anything against the savior.
That's not true. He came from the same place we did.
They look a bit confused. I thought you said that you came from our world.
I told you there were two versions of myself wrestling at the moment.
What does that mean?
That means there are the memories that I have in this place of living here. And that there are the memories of the place that we come from. I look to Rue and to Bo. They're overlapping.
Spirit
But we have known
Guardian.
Muhn since before this place.
Spirit Guardian speaks up. You can see their eyes glowing a little bit brighter as they look at Iris. Rislith. She is not lying. She is overburdened. I can see spirits clinging to her. Powerful spirits. You have Arcanum.
3.
Yes. Powerful. Powerful. But
Do you want to say hi?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to say hi?
You wish to summon these spirits here?
Why is that weird?
Think there would be chaos in the room, perhaps not here at the moment. But I see them. She is not hiding them. They merely rest.
Okay.
I wonder. You say that you have 2 selves. Why do I not sense this from the others?
Long story. And I turn to Enders. And it's not my story to tell. Am I doing it right?
I believe this conversation, if I may, is supposed to be about the crisis that's going on. Not about doubting our powers or anything. I'm the only one here that is willing and ready to do something about this place.
You are
The convincing is not
fractured.
about my party or companion right here. It's about you convincing us to help you. You see, I've already swore to the Queen, the Empress of Millivax, to gain their trust, because the threat is that bigger. She, of all people, leapt, took the initiative to help us, to bring us here. Iris is the only one that has not pledged to the Empress in favors of getting, well, the backing of the Queen. We are willing to negotiate. That's on Irislith's terms. I am from Galia. I have a family. I am from Brahm.
You are fractured and broken.
There are pieces of you left.
Oof.
I have one duty. And when I fulfill that duty, if my essence dissipates, so be it. That wasn't something that I was willing to share with the others. You peek too deep. And when I do that, a shadow will form behind my eyes.
Apologies. Sometimes my eyes see too much.
Wait,
Look
what?
at the others. On to more important things. I believe that now that you see that she of all of us is capable, what next?
They all sort of look to each other, and Talbrook speaks up. And he says,
Your willingness to help. You must understand, it is our job to make sure that threats to Elendrath and threats to the Queen are properly vetted.
Of course.
It is not that we seek to dismiss assistance, but we must make sure that this assistance is not some ploy.
Well, I thank you for making the time to speak with us.
Again, you offer help. Anyone in Regalia would be a fool not to take it, judging from what is happening to the Rift. But we must formulate plans. We must understand the nature of what is happening. And there is another voice that joins Captain Talbrook's. You hear the sound of footsteps marching and parting. And you see several verdant guard, drabbed in green and gold, part as the Queen of Elendrath enters the room. She walks in with purpose, and everyone is silenced as she does. They all rise and bow.
I shall do the same.
What?
I'll stand. And, slightly a little mad.
I'll stand and bow my head as well.
I don't lose eye contact with the Queen, though.
Captain Talbrook speaks up. Queen Althania Verilith, sovereign of the Silverwood. We are pleased to see you today. Welcome to this council. Apologies, I did not expect you. The Queen walks to the throne-like chair and sits without addressing anyone. As she does so, she flourishes her cape so that it flows around the arms of this throne-like chair. And she says, Captain Talbrook,
Thank you for convening this council. But these heroes require my attention.
Your Majesty, we simply did not want to bother you.
It is no bother.
We must speak.
I must hear from their own lips what has been occurring. I must hear their story. Tell me everything.
I look between Tolbrook and the Queen. In terms of the vibe when the Queen arrived, did it seem like Tolbrook was
Insight.
unhappy she was here? Yeah.
Insight. Oh, open check.
That's only a 7.
They're very good at masking. As far as you can tell, you're not sure.
Your Majesty, thank you for meeting with us. My name is Irislith Nitharis. These are my companions.
You addressed yourself differently to me when we first met.
Iris is my nickname, so to speak.
No, I mean previously. During the war.
As she says this, Rislith, few memories begin to flood into your mind. You remember a battlefield on the border of Syntharis and Elendrath. And you remember the Queen and the Verdant Guard showing up at the end of the fight. She went around to meet the various troops that survived, and you were one of them.
You'll have to forgive me, Your Majesty.
You claimed to be a simple arcanist. And yet, I sense nothing of a hero upon you then. I didn't recognize you at first when we met in Koga.
I see. Well, I have been working to hone my craft since then, I suppose. You'll have to forgive me, my memories are fractured. It's as if there are two timelines going on in my head.
That is curious. Two timelines. What do you think that means, Spirit Guardian? It is unclear, Your Majesty. I sense two beings on this one. The others feel strange as well. I cannot see two upon them, though. Very well. I see that you have taken up with the Queen of Millifax, the Empress of Millifax, I should say. You have gained her support.
Enough that she would give you her own sigil. She looks to Enders.
That is
You
correct.
have changed much since I have seen you last. Different demeanor about you.
Yeah. Whatever happened before, I apologize for if it wasn't suitable.
Koga was hectic, to say the least.
Indeed. And it
You
seems
bet.
that it's only gotten more hectic everywhere else in Regalia since then.
Yes. Perhaps your appearance is indicative of the disaster we now face.
Well, I certainly would hope that we're not harbingers of disaster, but rather sent at the right time. Try and assist with it.
Perhaps.
Excuse me, big queen lady. Is there anything you want us to do, by the way? We came all the way here to seek out your counsel, in order to know what to do with the big, death flush happening. Now that you're here, I was wondering, Iris, what we were supposed to ask is something important?
Yes, but we have a few questions and a few things to talk about. My companion is very excited to meet you.
It is not often that I am addressed by a slime.
Sorry. Kind of sink behind Iris a tiny bit. I'm not looking at the queen.
Well, to touch on that, firstly, we wish to pay our respects in the first place, since it has been a decent amount of time since we met you in Koga. And also to apologize for flying into Elendrath without permit. But we are on a very, very strict timeline.
Yes, the captain has explained to me about the airship. You have not flown over the city, but it is not normal. However, I have agreed that these circumstances warrant different procedures. Now, you suggest that I will ask you for your help. This is not wrong. We do need your help. Everyone in Regalia does. The question is, will you offer it? And what help can you offer?
Iris?
Of course. I mean, the reason we are here is because my companions, my companions and I, we went to Millifax and we saw quite a few things unfold. The Queen offered to sponsor our group, to take favor upon the other individuals other than myself. And I am not sure if it is strategy or if it is out of respect for another ruler, but did not put their mark upon me.
I suppose that is wise by the Dragon Empress. I would not appreciate seeing an Elendrath elf with her mark. Her sigil is often seen as... And she will glance towards Embers. And are the rest of you wearing the attire? Or is it just Enders?
I mean,
Wearing
kind of.
cloak.
It's kind of
Inside
indie.
bow or something, yeah.
Floating
Yeah,
around.
You
I
can
think I'm
kind
the
of
only
see
one.
it on the surface, like it looking like a koi pond or something. You know, it's kind of like reflecting in there
Okay.
from the top.
So yes, everyone except Irislith. Okay. She says, yes, it would be off-putting, but she has apparently offered all of you her sigil, and it is not given lightly. I've only seen it done once before.
Oh, to who?
How air escaped my lips as I look towards Will.
To Muhn.
Come on.
One time to Muhn.
Oh. I see. Was a bit awkward. Anyway, we was wondering if maybe we could perhaps, I don't know, you could give it to Iris so we could get like free passage, so we could, you know, save the world.
Done.
And maybe, oh, see, easy. Call me the delegate, baby.
I tried to compose myself after that, but you could tell it kind of shook me a little bit.
Hard to do, I'm dancing on your back.
Well, what my companion means to say, Your Majesty, is that I
think
would
I
like to offer
understand
my
quite
help.
well what your companion offers. You seek expedience, you seek to help Regalia. I will give you my sigil as well.
Thank
But I
you.
must ask again. How will you do this? How will you stop the rift from consuming more? She
Well-
motions towards Captain Talbrook. Show them. Captain Talbrook stands up and unfurls the map of Regalia. And you can see markers for the rift on the map. And you can see that the rift has encompassed a portion of Syntharis, a portion of Koga, a portion of Milifax, a portion of Asgore, and a portion of Platea.
That is troublesome, indeed. I assume this is related to the fall of one of the towers.
Nearest we can understand, yes.
Do we know where this tower was?
The captain begins to place effectively tokens down on the map. These represent the various towers across Regalia, set up by the Emberstone Consortium and everyone in attendance. Now, because of the fog of war, I think that a lot of this is not going to be visible to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I will try to do my best. Let's see. You can see that there is one. You should be able to see this one up here.
I saw
Yeah.
the ping, but
Yeah.
it's in the fog.
It's in
Could
the
you just
fog.
unfog that one?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
so
What
in
if we just move
Asgore-
our token?
I can, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was
He's
in
really
Asgore?
sensitive about his fog.
So there's one in Cryptia.
Cryptia, okay.
Yeah. Near the border of Elendrath and Cryptia. Up here. There is one that is marked in Koga. Right by Stormwatch. Where there has been landfall in the rift. There is the one that you are well aware of in Syntharis. there is one on the basically right here, if you're able to see this ping over here. Near Salthaven in Platea.
Salthaven.
Uh-huh. And one north of that, also in Platea on the coast, near Mellow Grove. And lastly, one in Asgore, near Svelark.
Well, is there a pattern for the towers that have gone down? Because I don't think it's chess to say, well, maybe perhaps we should just all go to where we think that the next tower is going to fall, and that's kind of like, I suppose, logically, like where the fight's supposed to happen, right?
I am unaware of what Muhn's plan may be, but we have confirmation that Muhn was responsible for the tower falling near Svelark.
We thought so too. And so we were thinking, well, but obviously to get our way around the world, thanks to you and other people, so we can get to where she might be before she's there, or if we're lucky, when she's there.
We do not know the current location of Muhn. However, from reports by the mercenary guards that work to protect the tower, she killed several guards and apparently destroyed the Emberstone atop the tower, then proceeded to absorb it. And then, if this is correct, and this may be madness from what was said, but it appears that Muhn...
And she looks towards the spirit guardian.
Muhn apparently did not bring one of these mercenaries back, but from the descriptions of the other guards, she created someone from thin air. Bones, viscera, organs, muscle, fat, skin.
Oh, great, she's a necromancer now.
That is not my understanding of necromancy. Much of the necromancy that takes place in Cryptia is performed on the deceased body. From what these Asgorians report, this body formed out of nothing, thin air.
That is very troubling. Well, Your Majesty, and everyone else on this council, are you aware of what happened in Millifax?
We are.
And you know of the laboratory?
Our spies have heard about this, yes.
Whilst we were in there, a whole lot of us, Muhn was not herself, which I'm sure the reports will most certainly support. It seemed that she was injected with some sort of liquefied form of Emberstone. And she was very different. We were attacked. and we barely got out. But we did. It is our goal to gain strength in this short amount of time before our next encounter with her. I do not know if it will lead to her being, and I look to Rue, if it will lead to her being slain or not. But these reports make sense based off of what we experienced in the laboratory. We seek to try and stop her.
High Priestess speaks up and says, "We are unaware of such powers existing. We have never heard of heroes doing such things before. Do you understand how she does this?"
No. No, I do not understand it. But her absorbing Emberstone makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps that's why she targeted the tower in the first place. I assume that's the logical explanation for it that you would have reached as well.
It has been spoken about. However, many of the details are unclear. What do you propose to do in regards to Muhn?
Well, to start, we seek to try and gain power as quickly as possible, which we have done quite easily so far. We'll continue to do this while we search and we research and we try to find out more. Our next step was to go to Nosisia to try and see if they have any information on the Stormveil Rift. Perhaps anything that might be able to assist us with this anomaly. And possibly to investigate the fallen tower now that we know it is in Asgore.
We do have a plan to fight Muhn as well. That I have faith in. I think well, it's Ender's plan really. But I mean, it's kind of clear that Muhn's basically Pac-Man, right? She's going for all the Emberstone crystals and eating them and getting powerful. So we were gonna, like, be like the ghosts and, like, try and bring her really powerful body out of the equation, right? And try and fight her there,
Fight her where?
Well, we were able back in that one college, what with all the wizards and what.
Karnam?
Gesundheit. And, well, we were able to step into the in-between, and that's how we saved Enders from, ending. So, she's too buff here, so what if we just fought her psyche instead?
I also believe I might be able to find her.
Find her? How?
Well, my companion Bo here spoke of the in-between. There is the realm between ours and the next, where spirits reside and where I might be able to find a trail of her.
You speak of grand things. You speak of places that are only imagined. And the High Priestess says, you speak as if you have seen this place.
Mm-hmm. And Iris has the granny hands to prove it.
it is how we were able to retrieve our friend Anders.
What do you mean retrieve?
I'll look to Anders because I'm not going to reveal information he doesn't want revealed.
It always comes back to this. I am a son of a very, very powerful mage. There's family techniques that I've learned and have perfected. At the laboratory, we needed an out. I gave one. I believe. I split myself into 50 different probabilities to try to stop Muhn. She killed and crushed every last one. And I was down to one probability. I have not perfected this spell. She then crushed me. The problem with this spell is you split yourself. The more you split, the more you cut in deeply. There were only 3 parts. Well, technically 4. That remain fragmented. I cannot explain the area. I just know that reality bent. They were there. They chose to pick me out of the others. Possibilities are different there. For what I can tell from a distance, when they were speaking to a version, I believe, of me, Irislith made the impossible possible. I saw a dead land filled with grass, flowers. I saw the Yggdrasil tree blooming in the distance. I saw a being turned to stone. We believe this place has immense power that can probably accelerate our own. And then when I came to, I was back in this reality.
Spirit Guardian, eyes still glowing. This could explain the fracture.
Yes.
Spirit guy?
Sort of
Question?
turns his eyes upon you.
Do you think it's possible to unfracture Enders? Like Kintsugi or something? With his
Perhaps-
soul?
Perhaps this is something that if Anders wishes to find out more about, we can do that another time.
That is an
Okay.
answer, probably that. No, my mother could answer. Before my essence dissipates, I would like to see them both. Furthermore, we need the aid from Brahm as well. At the end of the day, to make this speed up, we're seeking your help as well. A deal, a negotiation. We believe that this is an effort for all nations. Not just one, not just a group of fallen heroes.
Agreed. I was reluctant to meet with the other nations, but it was required when we put an end to the war in the first place. Creation of these towers, the cessation of rights to emberstone mining. I wanted more from the losers of this war. From those
Who are the
that were
losers?
short-sighted to see that their emberstone would be the death of us all. And now look, what it has wrought. Yes. I will speak with them once again. I will contact Kolga. And they in turn will reach out to the other nations of Regalia to stop this from happening.
Is this the prince talking?
The Queen.
The queen? And I try to get...
Her pearls.
I'd like to essentially try to get like a vibe check off of her.
Insight.
We've gotten some information about like what we're supposed to expect out of her from the people, and I don't know, something isn't just adding up.
Okay.
Insight?
Yep. 4.
I'll just leave it.
Okay.
Something doesn't sit in my gut, but I just can't quite make anything out of it.
Yeah, I mean, tell you what you can pick up with a 4 is not very much. I mean, these are people that are practiced with these types of conversations. They're all masking. I think that's about what you can get from everything.
Question.
Everybody's just staring at you, Bo.
Queen, what do you think about our plan? Like, to go to that one place with all the smart people, and then to go elsewhere. Do you think that's a good plan?
The sages may have more that they can tell you.
Okay.
They are the wisest in all of Regalia.
Second, the Empress was able to help us get places by teleportation. You wouldn't happen to have a means for us to do that too, to help us on our way, would you?
They all like share a glance, and the Queen like furrows her brow, and she says,
They used a teleportation circle for you?
That's right, the world's in danger.
the High Priestess says,
What would you use it for?
Well,
Where do you seek to go?
as you may have noticed, the world's being flushed, so we are kind of on a tight schedule. So we're thinking about going to the Sages and then going to Brahm because Enders needs to reconcile with
Saviors? What do you mean?
Did I say the Sages? I think
Sages,
I said.
okay. Heard saviors. I was like, what?
Yes, Brahm has a very strong militia.
We are
That's
well
my
aware
father.
of Brahm's military might. You wish to use a teleportation circle to reach the sages of Nosisia.
I look to my friends. I'm just trying to, see if it's possible, but I'm not the navigator.
I might also be able to help with that as well.
I understand that resources may be light at the moment. If we can have airspace to go to Nosisia via airship and then use a teleportation device. If Nosisia houses one to Brahm, it would be probably a better way of, not using so many resources.
Nosisia does not hold a teleportation circle for various reasons. First and foremost, it is a repository for much of this world's knowledge. Their libraries hold many secrets. The fact that you have even heard of the sages of Nosisia is rare. Most do not even know that they exist.
There are, of course, rumors about the great tree of knowledge, Yggdrasil. In fact, it is a tea that many drink throughout the world, but few know about what it truly contains, except for the sages.
I'll look down.
The only ways that you can access Nausicaa are by land, by sea, or by air. There are no teleportation circles there, so if you wish to take your ship, I will grant you passage through Elendrath for the most direct route.
Thank you.
As for
Well-
what we can do, as I said, we will contact the representatives in Koga, and they in turn will reach out to the rest of Regalia. For now, it seems that your plan is to speak with the sages and learn more. I hope you learn enough. From what I have heard today, it seems that you have the beginnings of a plan. You will have to move quickly.
We shall. Thank you, Your Majesty. Anders?
If I may, our end game is to do this roundabout and hopefully meet Muhn, or the Valkyrie rather, at a tower. Seeing that's probably the fastest way to get their attention.
Well, the tower near Stormwatch is under great threat at the moment. The rift has almost reached it.
With the
But what
magic
I would
going
be
in and
worried,
out.
what I
Yeah.
would be worried about is if Muhn finds you.
Indeed. We also heard mention of another hero from a long time ago. Bazooka? Have there been any sort of rumors about this person?
She leans back as you say the name, and she says, "How do you know of them?"
In the laboratory, we went against someone we believe was a former hero as well. One by the name of Deverick.
Daravac.
Deravac.
What do you mean that you ran into Daravac? She's leaning forward now.
He was changed. Due to experimentation, I believe.
Changed how?
He seemed to simply be a shell of himself. Whatever was done to him turned him into some sort of humanoid monstrosity.
We assumed that Azuka and Daravac were dead. They were two of Elendrath's supporters during the war. They were sent on a mission with Muhn to Syntharis. They attacked one of the Emberstone labs that we uncovered, and we lost track of Muhn for some time after that.
Well, Deravac is most certainly now resting. we unfortunately had to put him down.
And what of Azuka?
No idea. We haven't been able to find any sort of records. But, we've been asking around. And I've been trying to find out more about this person. Azuka was the last thing that Derevak mentioned before passing. If they are still alive, we intend to find them as well. Especially if they were also helping Elendrath. That is most important.
The queen looks like she's trying to solve a very complicated equation in her head at the moment.
You're saying that Azuka might still be alive?
I do not know. But if he is, I intend to find him. If there's anything you know that might help us to do so, that would be most appreciated.
The only thing that I can tell you is that Muhn, Derevak, and Azuka were lost on this mission into Syntharis. And we did not hear from any of them. We thought they were all dead. And a few months later, Muhn showed up in Brahm.
Well, it sounds as if, judging by the map, that, well, even if Derevak got lost in Syntharis, well, it wasn't where they ended up, right? They went all the way to Dragontown, and there was a lab there, and that's where we found Derevak all corrupted. So maybe there's a connection. I don't know. Maybe there's a tunnel or teleportation circle or something.
They have been reporting strange things in Koga, Syntharis, Asgore, and Platea, where the rift has touched down.
And she motions towards Lady Mirggles Ashara, the keeper of the Golden Gardens.
Lady Mirggles, speak on the sightings and strange occurrences where the rift has made landfall.
Yes, Your Majesty. It has been reported that where the rift has touched down, in Koga especially, that buildings, the environment, the land itself has been changed in strange ways. What was once solid rock turned to liquid. What was a library was turned into a solid slab of glass. What was the Tower of Stormwatch, half of it was turned to flesh. In Asgore and Platea and Milifax and Syntharis, we report much of the same, different things. Everything was changed in seemingly random ways.
So we must make haste with changing into different states of matter and different types of materials.
She lost me at Flesh Towers.
I think then it is clear that we must make our way to the sages to try and find out more about the nature of the towers, of the rift, of everything. And then to figure out from there what to do.
And
We'll
if
need
there
to-
is anything we can do, right?
At present, we don't have the power ourselves currently to stop Muhn. But we will get it.
Because
We will.
here's my big question I want to ask those sages. Well, people not too long ago are the ones who made the towers, who are keeping the rift in. Well, I mean, what was the world like before the towers? You know? Is it just not natural or nature's cycle or something?
The rift has
Maybe-
never been this large. It has never made landfall. It was expanding. It was much smaller. At the
Does
start
it ever
of the
contract?
war, at the start of the war, it was, at best estimation, half the size of its current size.
And do we know if the rift has always been here?
That is something to ask the sages. As far as
Very well.
our records go, yes.
I see. Well, then it is
Well,
settled. Go on.
Well, the sages. Never mind. I bite my tongue.
At any rate, Your Majesty, we must go and attempt to gear up before we head out. I understand that we are asking a lot, but we can provide a lot as well. If you can somehow assist us financially in any way, in order to gear up, in order to get this done, it will be rewarded.
She looks towards Captain Tallbrook. Funds are stretched tight, Your Majesty. We are still dealing with the aftermath of the war. Do what you can. Very well. Perhaps we can offer you some of our stocks of items, perhaps, but they are few and far between. Our people are still trying to recover. Many of the border towns are, well, they have seen better days.
Well, I assure you that after all of this, if I am still around, I will make an effort to make sure that it is returned. And do my best to help in any way I can.
Very well. You may show my sigil at the shops around town. And take what you need. They will offer to you at no cost. Zenith, on the other hand, is stretched rather thin. And you can see Captain Tallbrook is like he takes like a sharp inhale of breath, like you just punched him directly in the balls.
Good, he deserves it. Very good. Well, if there is nothing else, then we will make our way to the shops, collect what we need, and we shall fly to Nosisia.
Go quickly, Irislith. Heroes.
Indeed.
She motions towards the rest of you.
You're not.
Bow my head.
I'll curtsy.
Oh. Don't know how it works with whatever Irislith can do with her head, but maybe a communication scroll might be in need.
Ah,
See to it. She begins to stand up, and she says, "We must begin our preparations Captain Tallbrook, I wish for you to send the word out to all Verdant Guard. We must be stationed at the ready to assist if there is a large-scale battle. Begin contacting the people of Koga. We must communicate with the rest of the nations of the world, even Centaurus. She begins to, like, rattle off a bunch of, like, orders, like, rapid fire. And she says, Spirit Guardian, speak with Irislyth before she leaves. Impart any wisdom that you may have in regards to the arcanum that you say that she holds.
It will be done, Your Majesty.
Are
Thank
you in favor of us updating the Empress on what transpired today?
She raises her chin up. We do what must be done.
Very well. And I will relay. And I will say that you came in strong, spoke with conviction, and are very serious on the matter.
Thank you for your assistance with this. The people of Regalia will hold heroes in high standing once again, despite what Muhn has done.
I stand.
I must begin my preparations as well. This council is complete. Go about your business, everyone. You know your tasks. The queen stands, the guard. You hear the stomp of their feet, and she begins to leave the chamber.
Did she give you her seal, Iris?
I believe so.
What does it look like?
I'll take a look at the seal.
It is a silver leaf surrounded by a crown of gold. It
I
is.
wonder how much it's worth.
At first glance, you think it's placed on what appears to be like a large silver coin, but upon feeling it, it is bark-like, and you realize that this bark is sort of very strange to the touch. It's cold, and it has sort of a lot of appearance of metal, but it's a little bit flexible. Like you can, it shifts a little bit if you move to like bend it a little. It's not necessarily brittle, but it's not very flexible.
Cool.
All right. Is it just us now? Has everyone left?
I think that Captain Tallbrook is still here, and the Spirit Guardian is still here. They're talking though. They're kind of like giving you a minute.
I look directly at Enders and Ruin Bow. You did very well.
You did very well.
You were great.
Mm-hmm. I think the dress really worked in your favor.
It wasn't just the dress.
The crown too, yeah.
Rue. I'm sorry to have to speak about Muhn in such a way.
It's not gonna be the last.
I'll squeeze your arm gently, and I'll nod. We'll see what can be done.
Bump my shoulder against yours. We'll figure it out.
Very well. I'll look towards the Spirit Guardian, and whenever they're done speaking with the guard captain, I believe we were meant to talk.
Yes, the Spirit Guardian Landrin Mossvale walks over to you, and there's a very earthy smell coming from the Spirit Guardian.
Like wet soil.
Yep. I mean, there's literally moss in his hair. Like, he's very disheveled. Like, something in between, like, Radagast the Brown and, like, you know, from Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. And, like... I don't really know who else. I mean, maybe just, like, something in between that and a kind of like a sort of sloppy looking elf. He walks over to you, and he and Bo, are you saying anything?
Oh, it's okay. I'll save it.
Yeah, he says, the Queen asked me to give you some advice in regards to your spirits, the arcanum that you have collected.
Indeed. That is most appreciated.
I can see that you are very skilled and powerful. You are a hero indeed. But I can see that there are problems with your spirits, your arcanum. There is one that is clear and bright, and the other two are diminished. There is no balance between them. Do you speak with them?
I've only really just begun to, unfortunately. Judikara has been with me for a very long time. I fear that I have neglected her.
Yes. They are bound to you. They grant you their power. You must show your appreciation. It is a symbiotic bond. They experience much of your existence and travels as well. Perhaps they see both of you like I do. You may ask them to maybe learn more about who you and you are.
Yes, that is a wonderful idea. Thank you.
You are welcome. Favored of the spirits.
Why does she get another title? I say, semi out loud.
Oh. Well, I shall do my best to try and rejuvenate that relationship. I have much to learn about them all. And I hope that I get to learn more about others as well.
You travel, you see things. Traveling is part of an arcanist's journey.
Right. We shall do just that. You are an arcanist as well, or do you merely commune with the spirits and see them? I know a warrior's path is not for all.
I am both a spiritist and arcanist.
kindred.
Perhaps. One of the benefits of learning much slower compared to a hero is experience. It is one thing that you all may lack. Power
Indeed.
without experience can be very dangerous. Be wary of this. Perhaps that is what happened with Muhn.
I look to the others. Do we have anything else we wish to ask?
Hmm? You notice that I slipped away while you guys ask your questions. I'm not too far.
Oh, okay. You're still in sight.
Yeah, I'm just walking towards the man of the guard.
Okay. Nothing here, Iris.
Anders, you'll hear in your head. Anders, do you wish to touch on this at all?
Turn
Or do you want
slightly.
me to leave it alone?
Touch on what?
Your situation with the fracturing.
I believe I know my end.
And we shall leave it at that.
Slight nod as I get closer to the guard captain.
I look down to Greg.
Who's still here?
Just hanging out. Anything else you can think of?
Greg looks, I think, contemplatively and says, "Da-ba-da." Nah, I got nothing.
You know why this keeps happening? I keep forgetting about Greg, but then I'm looking at my character sheet like, what can I do? What can I think of? And I look at my character sheet and I have Wayfarer, so I'm like, oh yeah, I have Greg. That's what keeps reminding me that Greg's here.
Dabada. Hey, Rue.
Yeah.
Question.
What?
Do you like digging?
Like for gossip?
No, like digging.
Like dirt. Digging dirt.
Mm.
Can't say I've ever been particularly inspired to do it, but
I could take you
why do you?
digging. You gave me a thimble. I want to give you something.
Oh. Sure. Maybe when we get to Narcissia.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Spirit Guardian, for your time. I hope to
You
pick your ear
are-
or pick your brain a little bit more soon.
You are welcome, and let us hope so.
Sort of like turns awkwardly and like, you know, he's a little bit like he's awkward as shit. Like as he moves away, he's just kind of like, he looks a little wooden. Like he's not quite there. Like he might even like bump into a chair or something. Like as he walks away, and then like gets confused where he is, and then and then kind of walks down a path just away from the conference area. Meanwhile, Enders, you approach Captain Talbrook. Yes.
I had my doubts, but you came through. I say that's very. It's not. I'm not showing really emotion, but it's more like cutting words than a compliment. However he takes it.
Doubts? About what?
Our meeting with the Queen.
You doubted
thought-
what exactly? That I would dismiss it outright?
Or not us allow us to speak to the Queen, to dictate, well, what is important to her and not. So, I came to personally thank you for allowing us to sit court. You know, the strength of one's country, town, region evolves from their leaders.
And what exactly? You are suggesting that I would be a bad leader? That I am a bad leader? That I would
I didn't
completely
suggest you.
dismiss anything that comes in here? Someone that looks to speak with the Queen, that has the sigil of the Dragon Empress?
Though I wear the brand of the Dragon Empress, I am from Brahm. You do know what that means, yes?
No. Why don't you tell me?
Well, there's a reason why Brahm has a strong militia. They have eyes everywhere. Do not belong to anyone. My goal is to see Regalia strive to move on from this catastrophe. And anything else that stands in our way, well, that will be a problem. But I came to thank you for, well, allowing the Queen to give our own thoughts on the matter in front of us. So I came bearing a gift. If you do so to take it.
What is this gift?
Well, I lean in the southwestern side of the towers. 3, 6, and 9. The blind spots aren't so blind. Take care when you visit the Queen's quarters after hours. I'll stand up sharply, and then I'll bow. Our spiritus is of importance. This urgent matter is of no delay.
He raises his eyebrows and he says, "An intriguing gift indeed."
Slight
Thank you.
bow. May the court always honor your path. I'll turn sharply. You'll see the cloak of the Empress flap behind me, and I will walk away and join the others.
Enders leaves the conference area. As our group descends away from the guard captain and this conference, the Queen is making way as well, away from this place towards what appears to be a larger tower. The High Priestess follows. High Priestess. Yes, Your Majesty. Were they telling the truth? I believe so, Your Majesty. Good. I didn't sense any deception myself amongst them. But there was something bothering me. What was it, Your Majesty? That man, Enders. Was it the sigil of the Queen, the Empress? No, the others had it. There's something wrong with him. I wish for you to speak with the Spirit Guardian. What did he mean about this fracture? I think there is more to discuss. I do not know if he told us everything. He may have to be dealt with. He said he was from Brahm, yes? Yes, Your Majesty. Find out what our spies can learn about him. Even amidst all of this, Your Majesty. Yes, especially now. We are at a turning point for Regalia, much like the war itself. If we do not take great care to handle this exactly the right way, not only will the world be consumed by this rift, but if we do manage to stop it, where will we stand then? Will Elendrath still maintain its foothold on this continent? Perhaps we can fold Syntharis back in. There's much to think about, much to speak on. Yes, Your Majesty. See to it.
涙の色はエメラルドブル宝石みたいに光る